Welcome to our presentation for Assessment 2 regarding Studious Digital Education. With our consultancy specializing in workforce success and growth, this presentation aims to present the recommendations to the Studious team as to how they can ensure the workforce remain highly motivated and bring about a positive and dynamic culture within the organization. I am Ryan.
And I am Willem, and we will be presenting the recommended leadership styles Studious could adopt into the organization.
I am Manuel.
And this is Erin, and we will be presenting the recommended team working methods in the aim of building team cohesiveness in future operations.
Hi, I am Pierce, and I will be presenting the methods of motivating the workforce to sustain passion and agility within the company.
Finally, as a collective, we will be summarizing the organizational culture to ensure team and individual success, with concluding remarks summarizing how each of the recommendations align with and promote the 5 company values.
In the modern day, organizations are driven by leaders and managers. A leader is a figure who conceives and upholds the organization's vision whilst inspiring others to drive new initiatives. Managers, on the other hand, occupy the role of maintaining order and functionality within the organization through overseeing daily operations and cleverly structuring a team to maneuver through the industry. Leaders and managers are two sides of the same coin in the sense that they must possess overlapping traits. Trait theory, conceptualized by psychologist Gordon Albert in 1948, established a framework to identify an effective leader through the specific traits they possess. While it is true that leaders possess commendable traits, these are not always applicable to all individuals and scenarios. The overarching framework developed in 1948 has developed into an approach to leadership where the context and situation takes precedent over individual traits. Later, in 1966, Hersey et al. States it is crucial for leaders to be able to diagnose, adapt to, and communicate effectively in any situation to be a good leader.
With Studious' team recently growing and taking on 16 new team members, this requires the organization to rapidly professionalize to uphold the company's 5 intrinsic values. Studious aspires to recruit only the most talented individuals who have the potential to sustain the vision. Due to their high skill level, the individuals will be able to successfully carry out their tasks. Drawing upon the Tannenbaum and Schmidt continuum, the management team at Studious should therefore be able to take a laissez-faire approach by being able to trust their team and delegate work. 2 of the most suitable leadership styles developed by Goldman have been identified, one of which is democratic. This approach allows ideas to be shared and for all individuals to have an equal say in team discussions. The willingness for everybody to learn from each other will benefit from productive discussions and will also lead to the most effective decisions, producing the best possible outcome for Studious. An affiliative approach will generate synergy among the team, and the growth of Studious will be healthy. In 1985, Bass developed the 4 I's of transformational leadership. By leading through inspirational motivation and intellectual stimulation, the leadership team will ensure that the full creative potential of the workers is unlocked by instilling a sense of purpose and innovation in the team. They will be passionate about their work, committed, putting the team first.
The pandemic has forced most companies' operations online, giving managers new perspectives on remote working and leading to shifts in workplace norms. John Lewis and Metrobank are 2 companies who plan to keep a hybrid approach to work after the pandemic. As Studious shifts towards a hybrid approach, they must enhance team cohesiveness and ensure core values are upheld. Professor Michael West suggests some key principles business should work on to improve teamwork in these unprecedented times. These include having clear purpose and priorities, cooperation, trust, compassionate support, and regular planning and reviews. Improvements in these areas increase team member self-esteem and, in turn, team performance. Studious CIO says the management already spend time discussing company values with employees. They should also consider regular check-ins to see how the hybrid approach is faring for them and try to implement feedback.
Moving into a 12-person office, the rota must ensure that all workers see each other at some point to avoid team fragmentation. To foster a supportive environment, 1 management member should be present in the office every day to show staff that they are interested in their work. We suggest enforcing a cameras on policy to enhance personalisation and a rule where nobody is to multitask during meetings to make members feel understood. Continuation of the social Slack group and weekly Tuesday catch-ups would ensure members are comfortable reaching out to each other and remind them that they were all part of the same venture. Team member awareness of different skill sets and personalities develops trust among colleagues, inspiring commitment to an integrous team. This also helps in avoiding groupthink, with workers feeling able to voice their thoughts due to a high degree of psychological safety. We recommend implementing interdepartmental job sharing for a day, allowing workers to share insights and appreciate one another's contributions. Studios should also host biannual conferences to strengthen personal and professional relationships. Deloitte highlights the importance of well-being and ensuring everyone has an appropriate work-life balance. The hybrid approach allows flexibility, considering fears of returning to work in the presence of a virus. Lastly, studios should appraise excellent work and introduce team-based rewards to strengthen team identity and illuminate their collective passion. With ever-changing business environments, studios should continue to solidify team relationships in order to build a healthy work environment where workers feel agile and motivated.
Over the years, many ideas and theories have been hypothesized about the true nature of what motivates people. Collectively, these theories provide us with a better understanding of what motivates and can help Studious in maintaining its company work ethic as its team members grow. It is necessary to distinguish two types of motivation, extrinsic and intrinsic. What we learn in most motivation theories is that intrinsic motivation is a greater factor when it comes to improving performance than extrinsic factors, if the work is not repetitive and simple. Take Herzberg's 1959 two-factor theory, for example, sometimes considered a subset of Maslow's hierarchy of needs specific to the work environment. He proposed there are two factors contributing to the performance of your team, motivating and hygiene factors. Hygiene factors, such as company policies, working conditions, and salary, extrinsic, help to prevent dissatisfaction rather than improving performance. Whereas motivating factors, such as recognition, responsibility, and advancement, intrinsic, lead to superior performance. The Studious leadership team needs to first ensure its workers all feel their hygiene factors are being met, and then ensure motivation factors are met. Similar to Maslow's hierarchy, needs must be met from the bottom up. To complement these theories, Studious should also implement theories concerned with the actual process of motivation. Motivation theories focused on the how and why are concerned with the values and expectations of individuals. Lockheed's 1968 goal theory has a range of empirical data supporting its effectiveness in improving performance and can easily be applied. Companies such as Coca-Cola, Nike, and PricewaterhouseCoopers have successfully implemented goal theory. Specific, clear goals that challenge are perfect for the context of Studious, as less experienced workers benefit from the guidance. As employees in the leadership team begin to mutually understand each other through appropriate feedback, more autonomy and participation in these goals should be given to encourage increased flexibility and adaptability.
Organizational culture is recognized as the shared values, beliefs, and norms which influences the way employees think, feel, and act towards others inside and outside the organization. Organizational culture encapsulates all the previous recommendations to create an environment where innovation is embraced and individuals can inspire to produce their best work. The recommendations must be implemented in unison rather than in isolation to fulfill the 5 intrinsic values of the company and bring about a supportive and inclusive workplace. The current senior leadership team at Studious consists of 3 academics, all with a background in management. There may be little opportunity for an alternative perspective regarding decision-making for the company, as all members likely possess similar views and traits. Studious could benefit by diversifying the senior management team if they had to take a laissez-faire approach. As the 3 leaders all have similar personalities, the workforce may benefit from a diversified leadership, as they would have to think more creatively to satisfy all leaders.
To experience the greatest possible growth, Studious should continue to drive a task culture, as proposed by Handy. This is a culture where the company seeks to bring together the most applicable individuals for the task at hand. This links to both leadership and team working in the sense that each team member understands and appreciates the variety in each other's capabilities. Deal and Kennedy proposed a model of organizational culture that highlighted the key features that constitute to a strong culture which advances company success. Studious strongly emphasized the importance of people to the success of the company and setting high standards of performance, which uphold the company values of people first, supportive, and excellence. To further embrace a culture in which a team with integrity innovates to create an inclusive product, Studious must focus on possessing a definitive corporate character where the senior leaders allow employees to evolve into making more senior decisions.
To create a workplace in which Studious can continue to grow and be successful, they must adopt the recommendations proposed throughout this presentation. By leading through delegation and increased autonomy, improving employee self-esteem, and creating a supportive culture which fosters high standard of work, Studious can learn from the actions of Netflix. Effective management drives innovation.